Yes, topics of the day.
Okay. Topics of the day. It's not working. Okay, then. Oh, wrong way.
Edward versus Jacob.
Edward versus Jacob. Okay.
Which team are you on?
I'm on Team Jacob. Oh, I don't have my bracelet on.
Why are you on Team Jacob?
Because he's hot.
Well, yes,
He's nice, and he's not Edward.
What's wrong with Edward?
He's meanie.
What makes him mean?
He left, and in the book, he was cool.
I don't like the way he's portrayed.
He was a good character in the first one.
Moody.
What team are you on?
Jacob.
And why would that be?
Didn't I just ask this? No, because I just don't like Edward.
Any particular reason?
Because in the second book, he leaves her without a good darn reason.
Fair point.
Plus, Edward isn't, like, really emotional.
He's more... me and my grandma were talking about this. Oh my god, my grandma just got so careful, like, with her, but it's just weird.
It's annoying. Jacob's just like, yeah, let's do it.
Yes, because Edward, like, isn't as romantically...
He doesn't even like kissing her.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. That like they have barely any of that in all the movies.
But they're gonna do it in the next movie and nearly kill her.
Covered in feathers and broke the bed and
does he
freak out the people who clean the house?
I was gonna say, doesn't he break the pillow?
Yeah. She like wakes up and she's like, why are there feathers?
Oh, I just don't like him.
He's a complicated character.
I like him in the first book.
The first book he was okay.
He was cool. But after the second book, I didn't like him.
There's just something about Jacob that's cool, because he'd just be, like, and if I was in that situation, Jacob would have been, like, my best friend, like how he was for Bella, but
yeah.
I probably would have chose Jacob.
Well, yeah, he was there for her.
Just because I wouldn't have ran after Edward, or just stayed with Jacob.
I'd let him die.
But if I was in her position, you know, that might have been different, because she...
But why did she love him? He left her.
Apparently, she felt that he had a pretty good reason.
Well, that's stupid. It's like to protect her.
Yeah.
Still, he left her. That was stupid.
And he left her in the woods, and Charlie a heart attack, and now gave Harry a heart attack. And...
Yeah, poor Harry.
Emmett he'd be third or second. No offense to Edward.
Yeah, sorry, Edward. I just don't like you.
Yeah. Jacob and Emmett.
Yes. People who think they are popular.
Yeah.
People who are obsessed with themselves and think they are so wonderful.
Sorry, him.
Yeah. And other people, not just one person.
Not just, yeah.
No.
There's a lot of people that are like that.
A lot of people.
AKA my whole school.
And some people I know on the internet.
They just get annoying because they think they can just diss you and say whatever they want, and you're just gonna stick around just because they're popular when they aren't.
Well, there's always people who are gonna think they're better than you, but when they start acting like a jerk to everybody and not just you, that's when it's ridiculous. Like,
I know a lot of people that just like it's like they're friends with you for like 5 years, and then a popular kid starts talking to them, they just diss all their old friends, and then you're worshiping the other person.
It's ridiculous.
Not fair to people like
you. You're all
yeah, me and my friends.
It's happened to everybody, I think.
At least once.
Yeah.
It happens.
What about the internet? Have you ever known anybody who is full of themselves?
Yeah, a couple.
I can
There's
agree.
just some that
think that they are so great, and really, no.
I mean, they're okay, but they're not the greatest people on earth like they think they are.
Yeah, you're definitely not famous, okay? Get it through your freaking head. You're not famous at all. Get over it. And you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
I don't think you're famous, and nobody else does either.
Oh, Lord.
Sorry, dude. You want to move on to the other?
Yeah, we probably should.
Survivor Redemption Island.
Survivor Redemption Island. If anyone watches that, then
about. Well, they
Philip,
know, yeah,
and his underwear.
Mm.
Just, I was glad that the girl like hit his pants, but please don't do that again.
Well, you notice Jeff was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, because it was like, and then the whole feather thing.
Oh God, like, it appeared out of thin air.
All of a sudden, it's like, shh, and then he's wearing it like.
See, Forrest Gump got the.
He's not athletic at all. If you see him running, it looks like he's gonna fall.
He's got titties. They're like, woo, when he's running.
And Rob thing, it's just.
I think it's funny.
I feel bad for Matt, but I see Rob's point too.
Well, Rob, he's learned the game.
He's
and
been
he knows
on there a
what to
few
do.
times.
And I think he's smart.
He's good at the challenges, like the puzzle ish like stuff.
Well, he's not really good with athletic.
No.
He's like, getting older.
No, Grant, he's good at the athletic
Grant's
ones.
good at that.
Yeah.
Girls are good at the athletic stuff for the most part. If it's not strength.
The firefighter girl.
Yeah.
I forgot her name.
Was it the old lady?
Susan?
Oh, she was gone, yeah.
Yeah. The one that got voted out. Oh.
Well, I assume people who are listening to Survivor talk that they are watching it or have heard of it.
I would hope so.
What about Russell?
Russell? Oh, God. I didn't even watch the other show when he made me mad.
I never saw anything until Heroes versus Villains, and that's when I saw it.
I didn't even watch that.
I watched that one just because Rob was on it and Colby and all that. That's why I watched it.
I started watching it last season when Fabio won. Russell, he's just he knows how to play the game, but he just doesn't.
Well, he does, yet he doesn't.
He people know how he plays, and they don't stick around with him, and that's his problem.
They got rid of him, on purpose. They threw the challenge just to get rid of him.
Which was bad on their part, but
Look
I
at
can
the
see
karma.
why they did it.
Their tribe is gone.
There's two people. What?
Two people? Two people. There's
Steve and Ralph.
Harry Baskin.
God.
Ralph is gross. He's hairy.
He's like an orange cat, but fat.
He's an orangutan. And he's stupid. He spells everyone's name wrong.
He said
Philippe and he said file.
And he can't.
He can't spell. How's he gonna spell?
I
Rob?
can see why he's a farmer.
Yeah,
he's gonna say boar.
Rob. They better not vote Rob out. Do you want Rob to make it?
He'll probably make it, but
he won't win.
He won't win
because he's screwed everyone over.
Yeah,
and I think that they're gonna realize once they're not like in the game anymore that Rob was.
Once they rewatch it, then they're gonna realize that he was basically telling them not to talk to the other tribes.
Yeah.
They didn't want anyone to feel
he had control.
That they could be switched over.
He's basically people are saying he's like Russell now, and I'm like, no.
He's turning into like
I see why they made him a villain before the Heroes versus Villains.
Yeah.
I see.
He didn't do it in the same way.
Russell was like the Godfather, even though I guess Rob is kind of like the Godfather now, but in a different way, he's like the Godfather. He was like, you're going to play my way or you're getting out of here. And look at how it got him this time.
Matt got voted out twice. And both of them, he was first.
Yeah. Poor Matt. I feel bad, but he deserved it.
You don't tell
Rob that you were going to vote him out.
Rob especially. Other people probably wouldn't have reacted that way, but him especially just...
Yeah, you don't tell Rob.
Exactly. If he says he's voting for Matt, then his whole group's going to vote for Matt and you're out.
Do you think Rob's group of people are going to turn on him, maybe?
Well, once it gets down, once they get the whole other tribe wiped out, then they're going to have to.
Well, I think once they get rid of...
I really hope they get rid of Philip.
Well, they probably will. They'll get rid of the last two off the other tribe, and then get rid of Philip. And then, I don't know what's going to happen.
Because there was a couple weeks ago at the commercial when he said, now they're going to turn on me. And, they didn't.
Do you think they're going to turn on Rob and try and get rid of him?
Probably, at one point.
But he has an idol that they don't know anything about.
Mm-hmm. So if he ever suspects it, then...
But what if they blindside him?
Then that might be.
But I think they're all too, in love with him. They won't do that.
All the girls are just obsessing over him.
I would go nuts getting to stay with Rob in his little hut.
I know they're all around him. And
I'd be happy, too. I want him to get as far as he can. I like him. Dog rape?
She's too fat.